Hello, my name's Eric Krasbowski, and if you're anything like me, you had a friend invite you onto this idea and you're not quite sure what you're about to look at yet. Well, let's get right into it. The name of our company is called World Ventures. We do two simple things. The first thing we're going to show you today is how to travel the world at wholesale instead of paying retail. The second thing we're going to show you is how to add a stream of income on top of what you already got going. Here's a bunch of accolades we've received so far as a company. We're 8.5 years old. We're based out of Dallas, Texas. And the biggest accolade for me was Ernst& Young. See, I know Ernst& Young is one of the largest auditing firms in the world, and they do real research. And in 2010, they nominated our co-founders finalists for the Entrepreneur of the Year award. Before that happened, my friends would Google it, and they would call that research. Well, I figured they can't out-research Ernst& Young, so that was good enough for me. These are all the travel partners we work with. Pretty much every big boy in travel has partnered up with us. We're in all 50 states. We're in America plus 28 countries. Business model is real simple. Comes from Sam's Club and Costco. So everybody knows Sam's Club, right? You have to pay a membership, and then you walk in and you might buy 400 rolls of toilet paper. And it costs you less when you have that membership and you buy in bulk than if you go to the gas station, you buy 10 rolls of toilet paper. We all have figured out how that works. Well, we took that proven business model, and instead of doing it with groceries or lifetime supplies of peanut butter or whatever you get at Sam's Club, we did it with a product that's sexy, that has a mass appeal that we feel like everybody wants, called vacations. So our membership is called Dream Trips. You can get your Dream Trips membership today, just like you can get your Sam's Club membership today. But now you can travel the world at wholesale instead of buy your groceries at wholesale. Well, membership is good for your entire family. And if you're single, you can take a different guest on every trip, so it's a plus one. Here's a few examples of our vacations. This is a $69 cruise we do every single month. Now, my first night when I looked at that, I was like, how do you get a cruise for 69 bucks? Is it one way and I have to swim back? What's the catch? The way they explained the prices to me is they said, look at it like buying a bottle of water. And this made sense. They said, if you go to the gas station, you buy one bottle of water, it might cost you $1.09. But if you go to Sam's Club, you can get a case of 35 Aquafinas for $3.98, which breaks down to 11.5 cents per bottle. The real question is, what did Sam's Club pay for that? Because they might go to Aquafina's warehouse and buy the entire warehouse at once, and they might pay 3 cents a bottle and sell it back to us for 11.5 cents. Well, World Ventures buys travel like Sam's Club buys water. So we have hundreds of thousands of members all throughout the world, and we might call Royal Caribbean and Carnival Cruise Lines and book 7,000 cabins with one phone call. Ask them what price they can give us versus Joe Blow who's on Expedia right now buying one cabin. That's how you get a $69 cruise. We take the savings and give it back to the members, and you simply have to be a member to go. Here's a few more examples. Riviera Maya, Mexico, 4 days, 3 nights, 4-star, $199 all inclusive, which means we pick you up at the airport with a sign, take you to and from the airport, all your food, all your drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and your stay for $199. Now remember, what we do is 4-star or higher. So this is champagne lifestyle on a beer budget. These are dream trips, not cheap trips. South Beach, Miami, 4 days, 3 nights, $335 staying at the Bentley Hotel. Higher HC in Maui. Kids are free on this one. 8 days, 7 nights. Tour of China with airfare, an English speaking guide, and your stay for $24.80. Punta Cana. We just got back from this one in August. The Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, all inclusive. And when we got there, they gave us an extra $750 to use at the resort. The entire trip only cost $639 per person. If you like sports, you will love this membership. We do every major sporting event with tickets. Now, this is something we are passionate about. We have a foundation called World Ventures Foundation, and this is a company with a purpose. We've coined a phrase called voluntourism. So when you take these trips, you can also give back. We built 34 schools in Guatemala to date, and now we're doing stuff right here in America called Dream Courts, which are basketball courts in the inner cities so kids have a safe place to play. Oprah took notice and did a full spread in her Oak magazine on the good we're doing around the world. And most of us know when Oprah puts her name on something, it usually turns to gold. We also got hunting and fishing trips for the sportsmen, and we have spa trips for the ladies, so there's something for everyone. The way these trips work is when you book one, they give you 7 days to go shop it. So you can go to any travel agent, you can go to any website. If you find the same trip you just paid for apples to apples, 1 penny cheaper, they'll send you on the trip and put every dime back into your bank account. I had never even heard of a guarantee like that till I heard of the Dream Price Promise. What it costs to become a Dream Trips member is one time $99 and then $25 a month. For the first 5 years, that's all we had. 3.5 years ago, they introduced the second piece of this called Dream Trips Gold. And what this includes is everything you just saw with your Dream Trips membership, plus you get your own booking engine. So this is your own website. All you have to do is name it. You never have to touch it again. And yours looks like mine, and mine looks like Ron's. They all look the same. But what this is for is all your other types of travel. So, for example, I live in Florida, but I'm originally from Minnesota, and I'm heading up there for a wedding this weekend. Well, for most people, that's not a dream trip, but you still have to book a flight and you still have to book a hotel. So instead of booking that flight and hotel on Expedia, I simply book that on my own website. What happens now is I get the commission because I booked on my own website. Bill Gates owned Expedia, so he gets the commission when I book on his website. I figured Bill Gates doesn't need any more of my money or your money. Usually, you need more of your money. But here's the kicker, not just you. Anybody you know you can send to this website and they can book any flight, any hotel, any car rental, just like they could on any other website. The difference is you get the commission, and why they would book on there is we guarantee them the lowest online price. In addition to just the booking engine, you get two apps. The first one's called My Deals. What this does is it saves 20 to 50% off things you do every day. It's GPS activated, so anywhere you go in America, it will show you the deals that you have available. This might be something like one of our 2,000 restaurants we partnered up with. It might be getting your oil changed, getting your hair cut. Just things you have to do every day. Keep doing them. Now just save 20 to 50% off because you're a Dream Trips Gold member. Ladies usually like this part. You get your own mall. So there's over 1,200 stores on this same website. Walmart.com, BestBuy.com, Lowe's.com, all the places you're shopping at anyway. Now you get paid. You get a commission back when you shop at the same places as long as you buy on your website. Now the second app is kind of the frosting on the cake. You get your own personal assistant. It's called Rovia Assist. It's free when you're a member. And with the touch of one button, you're connected to a live person that calls you by name, and you can ask them whatever you want. So you can call and ask driving directions, and they'll actually stay on the phone with you until you know where you're going. You can have them call and make you dinner reservations at your favorite restaurant. They can wake you up with the same song every morning for your wake up call. Whatever you need, it's your personal assistant. It's unlimited. You can use them as much as you want. And check this out. They live in America and they speak English, which is nice. So what's it cost to be a Dream Trips Gold member? Well, it's $200 one time. But the cool part is the company takes the $200 and they activate your account and they actually give it back to you in what we call a vacation savings account. So the $200 you put in today to get started, you can use today to experience a dream trip. Now there's a monthly of $50. I'm going to show you how to waive in 1 second. But let's just say worst case scenario, you never waived your monthly. Every dime you put in goes to that vacation savings account. And at the end of 1 year, that matures and you can use that money dollar for dollar towards a dream trip. So this is what I know about my friends. Vacation's the hardest thing for them to save for. They always start saving up, but then the car breaks down. And the first money they use to fix the tires is the vacation money. So now we're just forcing people to just put a little bit away each month. So at the end of 1 year, you can just go on your website, you can pick the trip of a lifetime, you can click one button, and nothing comes out of your bank account. You can just go yearly on a dream trip, which I think we all should be doing anyway. So that's what we do. Now I'm going to flip gears and show you how we do it and how we get paid. When I was in your chair, I was open to multiple streams of income. See, I was taught like everybody else, in order to be successful, you got to go to school, get good grades, and go get a job. The problem, the people that taught me that were not self-made millionaires. At the age of 19, I had a mentor, and he was a self-made millionaire, and he asked me how many wealthy employees I knew. And he got me to start looking at the world a little bit differently. And he taught me a couple rules of money that day. The first one he taught me is that the average millionaire has 7 streams of income, not one when they have a job. So I was open when I was in your chair to multiple streams of income because I'd already learned that. I was just like, why should I do this one? I was doing real estate and I knew nothing about travel. The first thing they told me is that travel is the largest industry in the world. The second thing they told me was that the baby boomers were expected to help double it. Now, I had heard of the baby boomers, and I understood that they control the economy. They spend 2/3 of every dollar spent in America today. And I know in business, I want to stay in front of the baby boomers. Well, now they're hitting 65, one every 8 seconds for the next 19 years. And the only 2 categories they're going to spend more money on for the rest of their lifetimes than they're currently spending is healthcare and travel. Well, travel sounded more fun to me, so we're doing this one. What I'm here looking for is some people that want to help me spread the word. So if you're brand new and you want to help us spread the word, you need to buy our business system. Now, you don't have to do this end of it. If you just want to have fun, you can just become a Dream Trips or a Dream Trips Gold member and just come have fun with us. Also, you don't have to buy the product. You can just spend $100 and $11 a month and start building a business with us. Most people that come on board get everything, and I'm going to show you how that breaks down in a second here. But with this end of it, you get paid 6 more ways. And then you get all the magazines and all the DVDs that you see there to help you do this business. So why we show you this is to say this. You never have to do what I'm doing. What we want you to do is simply what your friend did. See, they just put you on a video. Okay, they might be not sitting there with you. They might be, doing their other job, but they invited you to the information. What we're looking for is you to be the inviter. We can be the presenters, but we team up and we build a membership base and you get paid. Now, just to break down the pricing options, if you get just the Dream Trips membership plus the business system, it's $236 one time and $36 a month. If you happen to be between 18 and 25, you can see on each of these memberships, you get a little bit of a discount. Now, what most people have done is the Dream Trips Gold membership, which includes everything we talked about. It's a one-time $360 and then $60 a month. Okay, so this is the part of the presentation where I stop and I let everybody think about the dumbest ways we've all spent $360 in our lifetimes. And I'm sure we all know it's a long list. And most of the time when we're spending that money, we just spend it on stupid stuff. Where when we buy it, we know there's never a chance of making one dime back. I know I've spent that on 2 trips to Target before. I know I bought a purse for a girl I'll never date again. She's still got the stupid purse and it cost me more than this business. So the best way we can spend money in our lives is on ways that will create more money back into our bank account. Now, our goal at World Ventures, and I'm sure you've all heard of this guy before, is to use the Facebook system to turn our company into the Facebook of travel. Now, Mark Zuckerberg, he's, according to this article, worth $14.6 billion, but he never did one billboard, he never did one TV ad, and he never did one radio ad. What he did is he put one word on his website: invite. So 10 years ago, when I became a member of Facebook, he wanted me to invite my friends, and he wanted them to invite their friends. And today, if Facebook were a country, it'd be the 3rd largest country in the entire world. Well, this is what I know. I got into Facebook early, and I invited a bunch of my friends to join, and he's never sent me one check for helping him out and building his company. If we can turn World Ventures into Facebook of travel, we get paid. The ones that are here before everybody else heard of it and before it becomes a household name can get the biggest piece of the pie. Now, they give you a second website to help you spread the word. So this is for the busy people. When I saw this, I owned 7 real estate offices. I was the busy guy. I wasn't looking for another job. In the back of my mind, I liked everything, but I'm thinking, I don't know if I even have time for this. So if that's you, let me ease your mind. We're not so much looking for time as we are contacts. As you can tell, your friend is not taking a lot of time right now. They're simply just putting you on a website and showing you the business. Well, in my first 3.5 hours, I was able to sell 12 memberships by simply referring people to my second website, which you get right away. Okay? And all I did is I called my friends and said, hey guys, just found something that's pretty cool. They said, what is it? And I just said, it's a website. Check it out. Once they watched it, I called them back and I said, hey, did you like it? Now, as you can tell, most people that see it like it. What we need to do is just get a whole bunch of people to see it. And once we finish up here, you can click on the Fast Start video on the same website, and I can teach you word for word how you can get a bunch of your friends to see it. But every time you show something and say, yeah, I want in, the company gives you $100 to go on a Dream Trip. Where the bigger money's at is what we call team building bonuses. So at World Ventures, we have a binary structure. Now, binary is a fancy word that means 2. I'm a college dropout, so I'm not a fancy word guy, but I am a sports guy. So I looked at it like this. I'm the captain. I'm picking teams. When you start, you're the captain. You pick your teams. You only have 2 teams. They go forever. Your goal is to keep them even. Nobody knows your friends better than you do. You know the go-getters. If you have 2 go-getters, the idea is put them on opposite teams so they stay even. The first thing you want to do is go show 4 people that say yes. As soon as you do that, the company takes every dime of those monthlies and they're gone. Now, those 4 people could just be customers or they could do everything. But at that point, you own a website that competes with Expedia and Travelocity. Anytime you or anybody in the world goes there and books travel, you get paid. You can go on as many of those $69 cruises as you want. You have a personal assistant unlimited 24/7. And it cost you $0 going forward. Now, this is where I got a little bit skeptical. Okay, what I found out later, though, was my skepticism, and I think most skepticism just comes from ignorance. See, this industry is called network marketing. And I had never had one course on this industry. I had never read one book on this industry. And my favorite quote goes like this: you don't know what you don't know. And if you've never really looked into this, you don't understand how big this industry is. See, what got me is that when I started reading the books about this, that all my financial heroes do network marketing, and I just didn't know it. See, Donald Trump, he owns a network marketing company called the Trump Network, and he endorses another one. The guy next to him is named Robert Kiyosaki. He's the author of a book I'm sure you've heard of, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and he's called The Mentor to the Millionaires. In one of his newest books, he calls network marketing the perfect business. Warren Buffett now owns 4 network marketing companies, including one you may have heard of called The Pampered Chef. I believe success leaves clues, and I think Trump, Kiyosaki, and Buffett are a little more successful than Eric and all his buddies. And if this industry is good enough for them to put their name on it, I believe it's good enough for all of us. And that's what made me go all in. The magic number in our company is 6. When you make 6 personal sales in any 4 weeks, they give you a $250 bonus. But here's the key. We're not inviting you to do this on your own. We're inviting you to be part of Get Paid Nation. And since the day we started, there is no other team in the country that has grown as fast as Get Paid Nation has. Why that matters to you is because when you start, you get paid off of us, not off of just you. So every time there's 3 sales left and 3 sales right. Now, maybe you're making those sales. Maybe I'm doing it. Maybe your friend who invited you on is doing it. Maybe somebody you show the business to is doing it. Here's my point. It doesn't matter. We're a team. And every time it tracks 3 left, 3 right, they give you another $200 called a cycle bonus. So here's our system. We say the same thing to everybody we meet every single day. If you're brand new, you know 100 people we don't. We want to meet 10 of them. We know when we show 10, on average, 4 say no and 6 say yes. We don't care if we show 10 of them at a house party where maybe you just invite your friends over and you hook this up to a TV in your living room and we show them that way. We don't care if you just put them on this video or if you show them one at a time at Starbucks. It doesn't matter to us. We just want to help you get your money back as soon as humanly possible. See, when you make 6 sales, the least you can make is $1,250. So you get $450 cash. You get paid every Friday with our company. Your fees are waived after 4, so you'll never pay another dime in, and you have $800 to go on any dream trip you like. Then what we do is we meet your 6, and we help them do the same thing. See, and in our system, you get paid off of what you start, not what you finish. In this example, you personally knew those 6 in the blue, and you showed them this information. But what happened was they knew some people you didn't, and they wanted to get their 4 to waive their fees. They might want to get their 6 to make their $1,250. And every time there's 3 and 3, you get paid $200 off of whatever you started. When you have 12 join your team in any one month, as a thank you, the company tells you to go pick out any silver BMW you like, and they'll pay a minimum of $300 all the way up to $900 for any silver BMW you want. Now, if you don't want the BMW, they'll give you the cash and you can apply it to whatever you like. Let's keep going. 12 can talk about travel faster than you by yourself. 3 left, 3 right, get paid. 3 left, 3 right, get paid. For me personally, I've shown just over 100 of my buddies that have said, yep, I'm in. To date, me and those 100 have grown to a team of over 50,000 members in all 50 states and 12 different countries. See, it's kind of like kicking a snowball down a hill. The hard part is kicking it. You got to get it started. But when that snowball starts getting bigger, it starts gaining momentum and it starts going faster. And for a lot of you, the only difference between my story and your story can be some hard work and a little bit of time to let that snowball grow. People always ask me every night why I said yes. The number one reason I did it is because it personally cost me about $1 a day. $361, $360, that's about $1 a day. And I said, if it doesn't work, I'll survive. It's not life-changing money. But my question is this, what if it works? The second reason I did was residual income. Residual income is getting paid while you sleep. So like Michael Jackson wrote Thriller 31 years ago, now dead in his grave, every time we download that song, even though he did the work 31 years ago, his kids and his family are still getting paid. See, residual income is getting paid today for work you did in the past. With our company, once you build a team to 30 left, 30 right, personally you only have to show 4. But when the team gets to 30-30, on top of the weekly pay, they send you a check on the 15th every month. And we call it mailbox money. Because it's money that shows up, and it's not based off the work you did this month. It's based off the work you did in the past. The bigger the team, the bigger the check. At 90-90, it's a level called director, and you average just about $1,500 a month. What would that do for your life? I'm not talking becoming a millionaire. I'm just talking that right there. If you can count on an extra $1,500 a month, that can pay a mortgage. That can pay a car payment. That can pay rent. That can take the stress out of people's lives. If you hit that level in your first 90 days, they'll give you a $5,000 bonus check the day you hit it. I'm almost done. But this graph's important. It's developed by a guy named Dr. Charles King. And Dr. King says this industry of network marketing is over 125 years old, and all these companies go through four phases of growth. The first one's called formulation. Now, this is where a lot of companies start, and a lot of companies don't make it out. Actually, I'll be honest with you, the majority of companies that start never make it out of formulation. And you might have heard of your friends getting into something like this, and you hear about it for a little while, and then it fizzles away. Well, that was most likely a company that was in formulation. Concentration is what we call the sweet spot. Now, concentration is where a company is old enough where it's not going anywhere, but it's young enough where not all of your friends have already heard about it. The sweet spot in network marketing is to get in before momentum. Momentum is where a company goes from unknown to household, and a majority of the money gets made. Now, stability are all the companies we've heard of that proves that it works. Pampered Chef, Melaleuca, Herbalife, Prepaid Legal, Tupperware, I could sit here all night. Avon, Mary Kay. We've all heard of pink Cadillacs and makeup. And millionaire after millionaire has been created in these companies. The problem is, if I ask you if you become a millionaire in Mary Kay today, you might look at me a little bit funny because everybody's already heard of it. I am doing World Ventures because I believe in my heart this company can become the Mary Kay of travel, but we appeal to men and women because I ain't selling makeup. We got the largest industry in the world, and it's fun to vacation and to take your friends with you on vacation, but we're at the sweet spot where we can actually get our piece of this one. This is exactly what you can expect to make at every major level in our company. In the column that says average commission and overrides, I'm going to focus on that. Okay, so let's not go to the high end. Let's just focus on the average. Okay, the director, which I told you about, it's about $1,500 a month coming in. That's an extra 23 grand a year if you're average director, which is building a team to 90 left, 90 right. Remember, personally, you only have to show 4. For me, in 5 months part-time, I became a marketing director. In 8.5 months part-time, I became a regional marketing director. And in 1 year part-time, I became a national marketing director. I did World Ventures part-time for 16 months. I sold my half the real estate company. I've been full-time just over 5 years. I have one position at the highest level in this company, and I have another position that has reached the second highest level in this company. Now, please understand when you look at those numbers, that's a lot of money, but this is not a get-rich-quick deal. With our company, just like anything else in life, you're going to get out of it what you put into it. Okay? And if you're looking to make a lot of money, just understand it's going to take a lot of effort. If you're looking to make a little bit of money, it's just going to take a little bit of effort, and you can pick whichever level you want on that chart right there that you see in front of you. But this is what I know. My entire life before World Ventures, I always worked hard. The problem was my bank account had never reflected my hard work until I got good at something worth getting good at. And if you've worked hard your whole life and your bank account is not reflecting your hard work, why don't you come with us and let us teach you how to get good at World Ventures, which is definitely something that is worth getting good at. Just to recap, here are the prices once again. So for most of you, what most likely your friend that invited you on is the Dream Trips Gold package. It's $361, $61 a month if we want to round up the numbers. Okay. When they got to the end my first night, I had 2 questions. I said, number 1, are there any contracts? They said no. I said, number 2, what if I want to quit? Can I just quit, or is it like a cell phone bill where I'm locked in? They said the day you don't want to be a member, call the company and take your own information out. You'll never pay another dime in. So I looked at that risk and I said, if I spend the money, and it doesn't work, it'll bother me for about 90 days and I'll forget I did it. But what if it works? Honestly, what if we do become the Mary Kay of travel? And I said no. What if you say no before everybody else heard of it? And you have to be that shoulda, coulda, woulda person. See, I didn't want to be that person in my life, and I don't want that for you. It says if you continue what you are doing, what will life look like 5 years from now? See, I knew if I wanted something different, I had to do something different. And I know you have to do the same thing. So if you're going to get started, my advice is don't hesitate. Timing and placement is so key in what we do. Your friend is showing you, but they're not just showing you. They're offering you the next best position on their team. When you get it, you own it. It's sellable, willable, and transferable, but it goes fast. So if you like it, get a position locked in, and the next person they go and show, you can benefit off of. If you hesitate, they're going to go show that next person anyway because we're building this business with or without anybody. And if you come back tomorrow, that person that they go and show will benefit off of you instead of the other way around. So if you're ready to get started, just call your friend and say, I want your next best possible position immediately. And then click on the Fast Start training on the same website. And let me teach you word for word how to make your first $1,200 and get your business rocking.